up? It's Dr. Nicole going live. I haven't seen you guys in a couple of days. Life is lifing. I'm out here on this trail and I just wanted to check in with you guys. Life is lifing. My car was hit in a hit and run by somebody who just smashed up my car. My neighbor's. Oh, okay. Hey. Uh huh. A biker was coming behind me. Look. Um, but it is what it is. That's life, right? I got insurance, is being taken care of. Once it's all cleared up, I'm going to show you guys the video. It's wild how people can just crash into your car and run away. But you know what? We got the full video of the person's license plate. So that's a crime, right? But I'm out here in the trail. Hi. Uh-huh. Oh, that's good. I'm actually on a trail. I think this is a bike trail, and I'm walking. Yo, I'm out here walking. Um, but I just dropped my daughter off at her horseback riding lessons, and that's a whole lesson right there. Like all the things that she's learning through that process. Hey, good morning. But one of the things I do when I go, there's a part where they're just um warming up. So I come out and it's in a very nice area with trails and everything. And I just come out and I start walking. I get my exercise in, I get my steps in. You guys know I'm with my aura ring. So I'm tracking my activity, my metabolism, all of that. All right, let me turn back around because so yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm out here just doing the thing. It's like, the saying, did you ever hear the old folks say, shoot two birds with one stone? Well, I'm out here getting my exercise as well as taking my kids to get their exercise. The other one is doing martial arts. It's not that far. But a few key things came up this morning. One is never give up, never take no for an answer, so to speak. Like, of course, when it comes to respecting somebody else's personal boundaries and things like that, yes, you take no for an answer. But hold on. Never take no for an answer as far as when it's time to advocate for yourself. So we're here in like near the trails in the park, and there is a race going on. Hold on one second. There is a race going on, and um, part of the road that we need to get down here to the lesson, where the horses are, was closed off. So we're driving up, and my kids are like, "Oh man, we're not going to be able to get through." I said, "No, hold on one second. Hold on. Hold on. We're going to ask, we're going to talk to the police officer." So we drove up. My husband was driving us. I said, "Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, officer. Good morning. I noticed the road is blocked off. We're trying to get down there to my daughter's horseback riding lesson. Is there any way that we could just get through so we could get a little closer?" He's like, "Oh, no problem." Like his face was like, "Say less." Like, absolutely. So my kids were like, "Oh," and I said, "Yeah, in life, never take no for an answer. All you have to do is ask, is speak up. What's the worst that could happen? He could say no, right? The worst that could happen, let me come over here, is that he would say no, right? So all you have to do is advocate. And I was talking to a friend about this. Like sometimes we'll see a stop sign, we'll see something that we think says no. And I do this all the time. There's a bakery that I go to, and sometimes I'll get there. Like I think it was last week I got there and it had the close sign on it. But I still went up to the door. Hi, good morning. I still went up to the door and I was like, "Oh, are you closed?" I looked in and signaled, like, "Are you closed?" He came to the door. One of the people were like, "Oh, we're closed because we have a special event." And then I think it was the manager. He came over. He was like, "Oh no, hold on, hold on." He said, "I know you're a customer. You always come." He said, "I'm so sorry. We're having a special event, but here's a coupon. Here's a 33% off that it's a restaurant as well. You and your whole family, you come back when you come here for dinner between now and whatever the date was, I think December, you get 33% off, right? Now imagine if I had just gone to that door and I just saw walked close enough and saw a close sign, right? I would have walked away. I wouldn't have been able to talk to the manager. I wouldn't able to continue to establish that relationship where they know me and then to get my coupon. Right? So it's always like, don't just say, oh, the door is closed. Oh, it says closed. No, I can't. I have friends that won't even go certain places that I'm not going downtown. I can't find parking. I always say, I have never gone somewhere where I couldn't find parking, whether I had to go to a parking garage or I get lucky and find it on the street or in the center city. So stop selling yourself short. Put a one in the chat if you understand what I'm saying. You can't tell really who's here because it's kind of sunny, but stop selling yourself short. Advocate for yourself. Speak up for yourself. Some of us didn't learn it when we were kids. It's okay. And it translates into what I was talking about, where you said you put a five in the chat, where I said in relationships, you learn to speak up. So many of us end our relationships, whether it's our intimate romantic relationships or our friendships, family relationships, because we haven't spoken up. We're mad at the person. We're holding a bunch of resentment. I want you guys to see the trail. We're holding a bunch of resentment, but we haven't really spoken up, and we think people should be mind readers. Like if I had gone up to that cop and said, "Well, think that he's supposed to know that I'm going to a horseback riding lesson and he could just let me through." No, you have to speak up. You have to tell people. Okay, have a good ride. See, I'm running in. This is a walking trail, but it's also a bike trail. So I have to watch out because bikers are coming down. But it's communication. I'm looking out for them. If they see me, they yell out, "Hey, hey," So I just wanted to come. It's a beautiful day here. And I know we're in fall. It can get a little nippy, but today is really, really nice. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Did everybody eat breakfast? I have my, oh, I need a new travel mug. I have my coffee. If you haven't seen on the last where I tell you guys how I make my coffee, put a bunch of stuff in it. Collagen, Beyond Brew, creatine, uh, something else. Creatine, collagen, Beyond Brew. Sometimes I'll put sometimes you're getting blocked. Sometimes I will put sea moss in it, and I showed you guys how I did sea moss. So yeah, always just take care of yourself, pre-plan ahead. It just takes me when I know I have to bring the kids out and we're running out. It takes me an extra 5 minutes to get up and prepare my stuff and then get out and kill two birds with one stone, as they say. They're going to their lessons. I drop everybody instead of sit. And I got this from, I used to take my daughter to one place for Taekwondo. And there was an older Korean mom, grandmom, who used to bring her daughter, her granddaughter. And we would talk sometimes. She didn't speak a lot of English. Of course, I don't speak Korean, but we would communicate. And I would see all the other parents were there. Um, all the other parents were there for, hold on one second. All the other parents were there for, hold on, okay. All the other parents were there for, they were just on their phones. They were just sitting on their phones and not, doing anything. This grandmom would constantly be walking. She would just walk around the area of the lesson. So the whole hour or however long it was, she would just be walking. And I was like, man, yes, this is killing two birds with one stone. Don't take your kids somewhere to get physical activity and you're sitting down on your phone, right? So walk. So now, whenever I take my kids somewhere, if it's something that they have to do, I walk. I go do my exercise. I walk. I make sure that, I have my breakfast and things like that. And then I keep going, right? So let's see. Like this. Okay. All right. I just wanted to fix my settings. All right. So thank you guys for joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For those who are just joining who don't know my channel, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. I'm actually having a free masterclass tomorrow. It's called Banish Burnout and Build Bliss. And it's helping people, women in particular, but men as well, to get out of burnout, to find the ways that you can have more balance in your life. I'm going to put the link in the notes for this live. It's www.theblissworkshop.com. Join me 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's virtual anywhere that you are, you can join. And we're going to talk about how to have balance in your life, how to reach that state of bliss, and how to get out of burnout. If you're new to the page, if you're new to the podcast, The Secret Formula of Femininity, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, and share. And there's always some trolls that come on the live, but it's okay. Thank you for joining. I hope you got something out of it, even if you came to troll. All of those others, I hope that you got something. Kill two birds with one stone, advocate for yourself. Never just accept no for an answer, of course, unless it's about somebody else's um, personal boundaries. But when it's about advocating for yourself and getting what you need, speak up, advocate for yourself. Okay. So it's a beautiful day. We're going to keep going. I am going to log off now so I could really do my power walking. You guys do your power walking. You got to be like with your arms and everything like that. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you next time. I'll go live before the master class tomorrow. Okay. All right. Peace out. How do I go up?